let's talk marathon weekend.
Every change has a reason, baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If the passion's gone, we are doing it wrong. Baby, you and I should start living now. With the whole world at our feet.
So Thursday I arrived, and when I got to Pop Century, shortly after I checked in, I got to meet Kristen from Running in Makeup for the first time, and Teresa from Running in Shin Splints, and I also saw my friend James, and then I went and checked into my room, and I was gonna go get lunch and go to the expo with Teresa and Kristen, and then Leslie got there and things came up, and I was looking forward to doing the expo with you girls, so I'm sorry. We had the opportunity to do Club 33 with an anonymous person, so that was like, yes, let's do that, and then we'll do the expo. So we got to do Epcot, and that was stunning with the theming. They don't allow photography or video. They allow personal photography, but you can't share it on social media, so sorry. And then we went to the expo and later in the day, and we were like, go, get your bib, do this. We got to see my friends Lindsay, and we saw other people in the expo. We saw my friend Kate from Rothred's, and it was so exciting to see Rothred's back at the expo. So thank you, Run Disney, for letting them come back. They are crucial for the expo, trust me. Amazing shirts. Then we were given, the same person invited us to Magic Kingdom's Club that night to watch Happily Ever After from the veranda. Oh my goodness, it is just perfection. If you want to avoid the crowds, that is the way to do it. It was a dream come true, so thank you so much. The same person invited us to the Hollywood Studios location, and we were like, yes, we need to do that. So this is where things got messed up. Alright. Friday, we did Rise of Resistance with my friends Jackie and James in the morning. Well, we got the boarding passes in the morning for Rise of the Resistance. We did Slinky Dog, we did Toy Story Mania, and then we were a little tired, so we went back to the resort, got breakfast, and then I decided I was going to take a nap. And I had an event, a blogger event I was supposed to do, but I never got the confirmation. So I was like, okay, I need rest, and I don't know where this thing is. So yeah, I was a little disappointed because that would have been a lot of fun, but it is what it is. So I got to sleep. And then after that, me and Leslie were supposed to meet at this location at Hollywood Studios at 1 o'clock. And she got held up on a ride, unfortunately, so that pushed it from meeting at 1 to like closer to 2. And then we did that for a quick lunch and got to see the place, and it was amazing. The theming is just nothing. Even it was completely different than what I thought. I was just blown away by it. And then after that, we had to do Rise of the Resistance, and it was almost 3 o'clock, and I'm like panicking because the meetup is at 3 o'clock. And I hate being late to these things, so I felt awful. I was like, okay, do you think we can hop in Rise of the Resistance real quick? This is like 2:45. Well, something was held up in line for Rise of the Resistance. I have not had to wait that long before, and of course, this was the time that happened, so it took a lot longer than we expected. I've done this ride before, you know how early you have to be there, so you don't want to give that time slot up, and you only have a certain time to do the ride, so it was almost out. So I am so sorry for showing up to the meetup late. From the bottom of my heart, I apologize. I was rushing when that ride got done. I was like panicking, putting on Instagram stories, I'm on my way, and I hot-footed it. I was like, out of my way. Gotta walk. So I didn't trust even the boat because it makes all these different stops. And Skyliner not an option. So I hot-footed it over there, and I got to see several people, but I felt completely awful. By the time I got there, it was 4 o'clock, and I just felt shattered. I felt awful. People messaged me, "Where were you? We left." And I was just like, oh lordy. So I am so sorry. I'm really so sorry. I would have loved to have talked to more people, so I hope you had a great time. If you were at the meetup, I heard it was crazy. I mean, at 4 o'clock when I got there, it was still pretty busy. It was a big turnout. So I hope you got to talk to people. And for everybody that did talk to me at the meetup, thank you so much for talking to me. It is wonderful talking to you and getting to know you more, and just hearing your stories on doing the races. And I got to see so many people doing their first marathon this trip. Is just amazing, and just it brings tears to my eyes. You set out to do this goal and you did it. So that was amazing. After the meetup, we went with a group to ESPN, and that was a lot of fun with the people. The food has changed, so that was sad. They used to have the best waffle fries, and not anymore. So no comment. It's disappointing. So afterwards, I should have gotten this on film, but couldn't move my arms. There was 10 of us in the Skyliner, and we took that Skyliner to Caribbean, and then we all transferred on to Pop ride together because it was our group of people. So that was interesting. That's the maximum number, and I thought Mom was going to be having a heart attack if she was on this thing with all of us. I think now we're not big people, so, but just 10 of us, it does add up. So I was like, this is Skyliner. Even the cast members are like, you sure you want 10 of y'all on here? You want to break it up 5 and 5? You sure? So it is interesting. And if I could have moved my arms, then I would have filmed, but it was in the dark. B, I'm respecting other people in the group that normally don't get filmed, so it just sometimes you just gotta take in moments and not film every single minute. But that was an experience. Then next day was the half marathon. Not too much happened. It was a lot of fun running in the big group of Donald Ducks. And then afterwards, I needed a nap. And this is, for me, at least on the days of Dopey and Goofy in the past, you're sort of like, holy smokes, the marathon's tomorrow. You're just, for me, I'm panicking that is the alarm going to go off? Am I going to get up on time? Blah, blah, blah. Am I ready? Blah, blah, blah. Just not forgetting anything. So I tried to relax. I did a massage at Green Floridian. I try to always do a massage. For me, that really helps with the Lyme disease, with my joints, renewing my legs the day before the marathon. Unfortunately, this time, it wasn't the best, so I will not be doing that type of massage again. I spoke to people and they said it's better just to do a normal massage like the Swedish and then add on warm stones. Instead of doing the warm stone massage, it's going to be more pressure, which you don't really want more pressure. You just want to get release and let some toxins out of your legs and your neck and all that before running the full marathon. So I learned my lesson. And then at that point I was like, I gotta get back to Pop. And well, I went to Disney Springs before that and did some shopping at Vera Bradley. Gorgeous. And I did buy a Vera Bradley duffel bag with my name on it, with the Disney print, to go travel home if I had too much stuff, just because of all the layers I brought for running Goofy. Even though it was warm, weather could have changed like that, and I was prepared. So, but I did not end up needing it to come home with, so I was good packing. But anyways, did that. We did Blaze Pizza, and this is the first time Blaze Pizza has not really sat with me. I'm wondering if they, with all the new gluten-free crusts they have a gluten-free regular crust that is dairy-free, so I can handle that. Newer ones like the keto and the cauliflower one are with cheese, and I think they gave me that one instead, or something was just bad with the pizza. I got sick immediately, so that was not a good day for me nutrition wise, so I was really struggling. I didn't eat dinner and just couldn't handle food. And this is, of course, before the full marathon. The day of the full comes, we talked about that. Alright, so after the full marathon, I took an ice bath for recovery. Highly recommend those if you want to feel your legs renovated. And then after that, I hopped over on a lift to Yacht and Beach Club, the Ship Shape Salon, and treated myself to hair that day, just to feel better, you know. And got my hair done. Then I walked over to Epcot and waited for friends to join them for Via Napoli, which was a lot of fun. And on the way over there, if you've heard of the Adventure Bros, I got to see Dan, who was one of those, and he was very kind. Talked to him, and he's a cast member as well. So I talked to him about being a cast member at a certain time, and I was a cast member until 2012, so we talked a little about that. I went to Via Napoli and had dinner with friends, which was a lot of fun. Afterwards, I walked over to France. I saw this perfume when I went in December with Mr. James and Mr. D, and I thought, okay, that's good motivation. If I finish Goofy Challenge, I'm going to treat myself to that. And so I finished. So I treated myself to this. It was around, I think, $85. So not too bad for perfume. I missed the annual pass discount that Disneyland gave the perfumery here. Nope. Especially on this brand. Nope. But this was a treat, so that's how I'm going to remember it every time I spray it. Completing Goofy Challenge. Miss Piggy loves to just open the door and just stand there, but she's so small you can't even see her. She's tiny, poor thing. So you probably think it's a ghost, but it's Miss Belle. Somebody has joined me because they need attention. Poor thing. So I have a little friend with me because they need attention. They don't like me filming this long. So, Miss Piggy. Alright, we went to France, treated ourselves to that perfume, took the Skyliner back to Pop Century, and then we called it a night. It was a long day. We're exhausted. Monday, that was a fun-filled adventure. And I did Rise of the Resistance again. I got there a little later because lift was taking forever. So they let us out backstage at Rise of Resistance, and we did not get snacks or water in that cool Star Wars logo option, so I was we're a little bummed with that, but we got to see backstage a Rise of Resistance, and that sort of gave it away towards the ending because you come out near that, so I was a little bummed that my friends that were riding it for the first time were like, oh. But we had to do it later in the day. So afterwards we walked around a little and then headed over by Skyliner to Epcot, and we joined my other friends for a garden grill with Jackie and a bunch of them. There was like 16 of us. It was a huge table, and I was so excited that garden grill, it was rotating this time, so that was exciting because in December, if you watch my video, Chip and Dale, don't tell, sort of messed around with it, so it wasn't really working with rotating. After Garden Grill, we went back via, my friends went back via Skyliner, and I was like, I gotta get my daily mile walking, so I decided to walk and enjoyed that, and I joined them, and then we got to ride Rise of Resistance, and I saw my friends Kimmy and her sisters, who they just completed their first marathon, so that is awesome. Great job, ladies. And then we did Rise of Resistance, and I'm trying to think what else. Did some shopping along Hollywood Studios, and then I joined Jared and Justin for afternoon tea at Grand Floridian with Justin's parents. They were so lovely, and it was just an awesome time. And stay tuned for that video. Jared already has his video out, so check that out. Link included for some good laughs. And then went shopping around Grand Floridian with Jared. After that, Justin went back with his parents, and then after that I took a lift to Pop Century, And I was going to go to Magic Kingdom later that night, but then they ended up closing at 8 o'clock. And I was like, by the time I get there, it's going to be crowded with firework people. So, I had energy that day, so it's disappointing. But I chose to stay back. Leslie already left that day, so I had the room to myself. So I enjoyed that and just taking it easy, packing. So I wasn't rushed in the morning and just enjoying dinner and all that. So next day, I checked out of the hotel and joined Laura, James, and Debbie, my friends, to go to Animal Kingdom. We got to do Everest and then Flight of Passage, and Jared joined us there. And then we got to do Safari, and I saw Jen and Gerald and Karen that day. So that was fun to see them. And then after that, I was like, I probably gotta get back to the hotel to just relax and get my suitcases all ready for Tragical Express, And then I get back to the hotel. I get a text that my flight was delayed because of weather in some other area with the flight. So I was like, oh, and of course after I leave Animal Kingdom. But I did my mile walk around Pop and Art of Animation, and then after that I went back to Pop Century, got my suitcases, rearranged the carry-on, so I was ready, and I ate lunch before that in Pop Century, and then saw Laura, and she got in her Magical Express, and then I finally got mine, and then I was at the airport for a long time. So I think my flight was delayed till almost 9 o'clock, so I didn't get home till like 10 something. I'm just tired that evening. It was a long day, but finally home. So that was my experience. So I'm excited for Princess coming up. I'm not sure if this video is going to go up before Princess or afterwards, so we'll see, but I'm excited that's coming up. And then we have Star Wars in April. I keep going to these races because of the friends that you make in the community. So click subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I'll see y'all next time. Bye!